Several of you had questions regarding your second presentation, so I'm going to go ahead and do the presentation and walk through the steps with you, and hopefully that's going to help you to understand. And if you do still have questions after watching this, I want you to be sure to give me send me an email and let me know, and I will answer your individual questions, okay? So we're going to do the Extend Your Knowledge on PPT page 130. It's your PowerPoint Chapter 2. And you're going to be changing slide backgrounds, inserting shapes and word art, and you learned how to find and replace text. So the first thing it wants you to do is you pull up the file that it's asking for there. Okay, so you found that at your www.cengage.com/ct/student download file or student download file. So go online and you're going to find that. First thing that it wants me to do is it says number 1, change the theme to Wisp and choose the second variant. So I'm going to go to the Design tab. And you're going to click your mouse over top of them until you find the one. And I just know that this one is Wisp. So I'm going to click on Wisp. If you happen to be using PowerPoint 2010 or a version of PowerPoint and you don't have Wisp, I want you to find something that's similar, not something that's bright and bold. That's not the thing they're looking for here. So you want Wisp. And you want to choose the second variant. Your variants are over here on this side. So here's your first variant, second variant. So you're going to click on the second variant. And then number 2, it says find and replace the words bow and arrow with the word archery on all slides. So I can do Control F. And that's going to bring up my find. I clicked on replace. So I'm going to look for bow and arrow. And I'm going to replace it with the word archery. You do have the choice of clicking on replace all. I don't like to use that. Every once in a while you'll come up against something where you really did not want that replaced. I just like to have a visual of what I'm actually replacing. So I say find next and replace. There's my next one, replace. Here's my next one, replace. And then that's the very end of it. Say OK and close. Okay? So then on to number 3. It says on slides 2 through 4, change the background style to top spotlight. That's the first thing we're going to do. So we're going to change, so it's slides 2 through 4. So I'm using my Shift key to select them all. I clicked on slide number 2, used my Shift key, slide number 4, click, let go, and I want to format the background style. So I'm going to click on the Format Background button, and I want accent number 5. Which is under the preset gradient. So it says that I want accent 5, which is the 5th style on the 2nd row. Accent 5, top spotlight, accent 5. Change the title text to bold. Let me change my title text to bold. Change the font to orange accent 1. It says it's the 5th color in the theme. So here's your theme colors. There's my theme. It wants me to do that to slides 2 through 4. So I can double click on my Format Painter. See how my cursor changes to that paintbrush? So in essence, everything I click with that paintbrush now is going to change to that same formatting. So I'm going to go to this slide. I want to highlight, click on, whoops, I think I lost it there. Here we go there. in there. And then I'm going to turn it back off. You can also hit your escape key. So you can click on Format Painter again, or you can click on Escape. Okay. Then on to number 4, it says on the title slide, which is my slide number 1, create a background by inserting the photo called Bow and Arrow, which is available in your student data files. So I'm going to go to here. So it wants me to do a picture. I'm going to insert a picture from a file. I could do one from online, from clipboard. I'm going to do one here from the file. It's the bow and arrow. And insert that picture. And then it wants me to change the transparency to 50 because I want to fade that out some. You can do that up and down. You can type in 50. You can drag the transparency slider over. So whatever works best for you. Okay. Then for the text here where it says field archery, it wants me to apply the word art style, fill orange accent 1, shadow. Let's see if I can get all that. So I'm going to highlight my text there, and I want word art fill. So word art says orange accent 1, the second one in the first row. I want to center the text. Oops, hold on here. Okay, I had field archery twice, sorry about that. So I'm going to, my text is centered now. And then I'm going to want to increase the size to 72. Apply word art, the effect transform text effect. So I want the transform text effects. It says you want arch up, and it's the first effect in the first row. So under transform, first effect, this one here. A lot of you use this one. See how it makes the text kind of unreadable? It's not as nice and easy to read as this one. So you want arch up, the first effect in that first row of follow path. You want to bold it. And put it over top of your archer. I'm going to click on there with my arrow. See how my cursor changed to the 4-sided arrow? Go ahead and take that up. We're probably right about there. Okay. And then you could have added your pet's name as it asks for. It all says if requested by your instructor. I always like to see those things, but you don't have to for that. I do like you answering I do want you to, not like you to. I want you to answer, like on this one, number 15, it says, you change the transparency of the inserted background photo on the title slide to 50%. How did that transparency enhance your title slide? So I do want you to answer those by inserting a new slide and answering the question. Okay, so that's your title slide now. Then you want to go on slides 2 through 4. It says on slide 2 first, on 2 through 4, increase the font size of the first level to 22. So your first bullets, these should be 22. Like if I click here, there's 20, 24, 28. It goes by increments of 4. So I'm just going to type the 22 here. These I want to go to 20. I could do this. See this one, it says increase font size. 18, there's 22. This one's going to be 24. I know I'm going to have to type that one in here. I can also use the the format painter. So whatever you're copying with that format painter, it's like taking your paintbrush, capturing all of the formatting on what you're highlighting with it or painting your brush over, and then painting it onto the next thing that you want to format. And here again, I want a 20. Going to do the same thing here. These should be 22. This one should be 20, so we're good. Okay, and then on slide 2 through 4, say same thing here. These should be 22. You know we're going to change these after anyways, when we do our arrows. Okay. So now we want to go to slide 2. I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and I'll restart another presentation after. So I've got all the way through step number 7. Okay, this is through step 7. I'm going to save this, and then I will start at step number 8 on the next presentation. Okay?